Hello, welcome to Family. We've got your back. We're kind of excited today because we've got two things that we'd like to announce. Not really announce, more like just talk about. Anyway, my sister made us shirts.
She did.
And we just realized that it's backwards because we don't know how to flip the screen in the application that we're using.
If I figure it out, then maybe this part of the message is irrelevant.
Maybe he can flip it and it will say, "Family, we've got your back" on our shirts instead of
Elam.
Okay, yeah.
Elam.
But anyway, I wanted these shirts from the beginning, and because fashion, we're
Doesn't really matter.
I mean, to some people it does. Don't belittle that. But to us, we didn't want the podcast to be about what we wore because, we're so at the height of fashion. No. So anyway, we just want our clothes to be clean and presentable, and flattering is an option if the clearance rack has something flattering. So anyway, so it's just not something that we care to spend a lot of time on. And so we wanted the message to be the priority and not a fashion show. And so obviously we wanted a uniform, I guess, to minimize distractions. So anyway, so thank you, Susan, very, very much for the hard work that you did to make these for us. And we really appreciate it. We do.
They're really nice, too.
We love you. Thank you.
Yeah.
But we're talking about priorities. And so we thought it would be a great lead-in with our shirts. But to explain the message, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of tongue-tied right now because this is the third time we have done this podcast because of technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Technology is not my friend today. Not thrilled.
I thought that it was my friend. I was wrong.
It's okay, dear.
Yeah.
We're both wrong.
Yeah.
It's all right. Sometimes happens. Anyway. Sorry, we digress. We're like, what have we talked about? Anyway, so the definition of priorities is something given or meriting attention before competing alternatives. Let me say that again, a lot of big words. Something given or meriting attention. So give your attention to something before competing alternatives. So there are so many things in the world, like just we're inundated and bombarded with all these things that we need to do. I mean, shoulda, coulda, woulda, all of these things, right? And we can't fit everything in.
No.
There's no way.
If we would have lived 200 years ago, then it would have been get your crops taken care of, harvest them when it's right, and
chop your wood so that you don't freeze
to death,
and
right?
Starve to death in the winter.
Those were their priorities because they had to have them to survive. Yeah. We live in a time when there's so many things to distract from the real priorities.
Because survival is not
really
on all day, 24/7
at least
thing.
in our places, right?
Well, our third world problem,
Yeah.
So we have time to think about
how should I spend my time?
Yes.
Where should I spend my money, and what should we do?
What should I think about? What should where am I going to spend my energy, my time, my money, my thoughts, my emotions? What am I? Where do I put all of this that I have to offer? Right?
Yeah.
And we think family should be near the top.
Truthfully, we feel that it should be
it should be near the top.
Should be near the top.
And it's not because of anything that we let too many things distract us from how important our family is. And it's sad that like sometimes our family is given the worst of us because other things are pulling us away from them. Even though we're doing things like going to work so that we can feed our family, it's pulling us away from our family as well. And so how do you balance that? And how do you, like, I'd like to play with my family, but the dishes need to be done, right? And so I make my kids do it. No. I do other things. Like, I need to switch the dryer right now, actually, because I just hear that it's done. And I'm like, oh, I have one more load before bed, and it's 8:34, and I can do it, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, but yeah, there's so many things that have to get done, and we want to get done. And so there's this object lesson activity thing that we're both familiar with, and most of you are, I'm sure. It's the jar, and it's got rocks and pebbles and sand and water, right? And if you put the sand in,
all of it can fit in the jar, right?
Right, but if you put the sand in first, it all won't fit. So you have to put the big rocks in first, and then the pebbles, and then the sand, and then you can add water. But if you don't do it in the right order, or put the first things first, then it won't all fit, right? And so that's the same way with life. If we're big proponents of putting your phone down, but if you spend all day on your phone, or all your free time on your phone, instead of connecting with your family or doing the important things that it takes to raise a family or be a family, then the family's going to fall by the wayside. And we don't want families to be disposable.
Right.
We feel that families are permanent, and we don't feel like they're obsolete or we're in an age of planned obsolescence, and we don't want the family to be part of that. We want families to be forever, and families to
enjoy their time and look forward to their time together.
Yeah, we want your family to be the best part of your life instead of the worst part of your life, right? Mm-hmm. We want families, you have to put the work in so that your families are the most source of joy instead of the hurt, right?
Yes.
Because they can be both. And often at the same time. Right?
It's complicated. But once again, if you put your energy into your family, then you'll have your whole life to spend with your family. Colleagues come and go. Friends can even come and go if you move or whatever the case may be.
Right.
But even if you're separated by space from family, they're still your family.
You're still connected.
And you're still connected. And so you need to make sure that is one of the highest priorities is to build those relationships with family.
Right. And a lot of people feel like, well,
even if you don't see eye to eye.
Yeah, my family isn't my choice.
Yeah.
I'd rather my friends be my family. And hey, some people are dealt a bad hand, right?
That's
and
true.
Given a raw deal. There we go. Fix the metaphor there. And but your spouse is the only family member you get to choose. So we're like, choose carefully and then put effort into that relationship daily so that your choice can be
bring you happiness and joy.
Yeah.
And peace.
And all the wonderful things life has to offer and enhance those wonderful things, right? But if your family isn't a priority, you'll lose it. It'll fall apart and it'll be unhappy and awful. And that's one of the reasons why I wrote the book that I did. And I'm finally finished. We're just formatting it now so that we can print it. So excited! It's called 6 Months to a Stronger Family. And each day is a suggestion for an activity, just like the activities that we assign every week, to help your family be stronger. And it's divided into 6 categories, and each month you focus on a different category. So the first one is gratitude.
Yeah.
And the first thing is, the first thing is think about the definition, but the second day is start a gratitude journal, right? And you, every day for the month, you write 3 new things each day about something you're grateful for, right? And by the end, you'll have almost 100 things that you are grateful for. And in the middle, you'll be like, I'm thankful for indoor plumbing, right?
Tacos. I'm thankful for tacos. Not right now, though. I'm
Not
still
right now.
full.
He's still full from dinner. We tried something new. It was called cabeza. He had a cabeza burrito today, and it was good.
It was really good.
So, hey, try new things. And
Anyway.
try this book. Try this book. We're so excited. So if you want a copy, I'm not going to charge you for it for right now. It's and if I have to mail it to you, then you'll just have to pay shipping and what it costs to ship it. But right now I'm offering it available to anyone who wants it. And the only thing I ask in return is that you give us feedback so that we can make it even better. Yeah. We're going to be doing the 6 months along with you and trying it out and beta testing it to make sure that it's the best it can possibly be.
And I think ideally, too, you want as many people in your family to participate as you can.
Yes,
that's ideal. But even if you do it, it'll give you some appreciation for your family. It'll give you some strategies to... And it will change
the way you interact with your family. Yeah. And even one person making a positive effort can influence everyone else in the house. And then they may want to join you. They may not. But at least you will feel differently about your relationships, right? And they will be more beneficial to you. So you can do it as a family or by yourself, right?
Yeah.
But and some of the activities may seem ridiculous. For example, create a handshake, high five, fist bump, whatever, to symbolize love for your family.
Yeah.
So like every time we high five, it means I love you. And so nobody else needs to know that every time I high five him, it means I love you.
But I was telling you before, too.
We'll know. And it's like a secret. It's like a private joke, but not a private joke, but like just a little private moment that you can both enjoy, right? And also it's positive physical touch.
It is.
Because everybody, so I mean, even though they may seem ridiculous, they are well thought out. They are backed up by research. And so, and even if you don't like the activity, understand the spirit of the activity and then do something tweak it for your family. Yeah. Right? And then let us know what your tweak was so that we can say, oh, you know what? That is a better idea. And we'll put that in instead. Right? So, I'm so excited. It's been a long time. It's taken me, it's September? So it's taken me that long to write the book, and I'm in my downtime. Well,
and really, I think it was, this is something that kind of came very quickly once you got it going.
Yes. So I think it even came before the podcast that I wanted to do this, but the podcast, doesn't take 9 months of writing. You can do that immediately. I can research a podcast quickly.
But she tried to make it very user friendly.
Yes.
So it's not like you're reading articles about this and that. You're literally just doing activities with your family.
It's my lifetime of experience plus college education condensed into, hey, let's write a haiku. And again, like I said, it may seem stupid, but everybody needs a creative outlet, right? And everybody can write a haiku. 575, everybody can do that. Not everybody can rhyme or have a rhythm, but they can write a haiku. So, right? Like they're well thought out and fun, sometimes ridiculous. Sometimes you have to just laugh at yourself and do it, but they're fun. I think they're going to be fun. I think they're going to be thought-provoking, and I hope they're thought-provoking for you as well. So that your family can be the priority of your life and be the most important and wonderful and so much, make your life so much fuller, right?
Yes.
and just be the best part of your life. And we want that for everybody instead of having them be the worst part of their lives, right? We want it to be, we want your families to, the people you're stuck with, to be the people you want to be with.
Yeah. You want to go, after a hard day of work, you want to be able to go home and relax and be with and build relationship with your family, right? You don't want your job to be your life.
Right.
You don't want you don't want all these other distractions to be your life.
Right.
You want to build those relationships with people that will love you and give you love in return. And that's family.
Yeah.
Or at least it can be family. So, yeah. 6 months might seem like a long time to do one activity a day, but really it's changing the mindset.
It is. It's.
And
it will help you build the habits that you need
Yep.
to be a success in your relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And if you think about it, that's not a lot of time at all.
No.
And they're not forever long activities. They're like less than 10 minutes a day.
Easily
sometimes just 30 seconds, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's the
Creating
the
that
habit of thinking about your family and putting them first.
Yes.
Yeah. So letting all the competing things fall to the wayside and putting the big rocks in first.
Yep.
So that the most important things in your life are being taken care of.
Yes.
And hopefully that's your family. And if it's not yet, it can be, right? It's so exciting. So hopefully, you will contact me in whatever way you have to contact me, whether it's through Facebook or
Family, we've got your back at
gmail.com. Yeah. And, or if you have my contact information in some other way, please let me know. And we will get you that book. And if you're local, it's free.
Yeah,
if not,
drop it by your house.
We'll drop it by. We want as many people as we possibly can to participate and help grow the desire to have families be strong. And, the basic unit of society to be strong so that our society doesn't fall apart, right?
Yeah.
So, anyway, you have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll talk to you next time, and hopefully sooner, because I'll get your contact and we'll send you our book.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks.
Bye.